What was given in the first question? One equation is given, na? So that equation represents. Which equation does it represent? That is a representation for electric wave. Of course, it is electromagnetic wave, but the amplitude was given only for electric field. Na? So we can take directly, it was given that E equal to E naught sin omega t minus Ks. So when such an equation is given, now you have to calculate intensity only. Na? What is the general formula for intensity we have? What is the general formula for intensity that we have? Amplitude. So it's okay, amplitude square, but here intensity is different. But options are given in terms of epsilon, in terms of velocity, in terms of electric field intensity. In those terms only the options are given. Then what is the general formula? Just forget about all these equations and electromagnetic waves. General formula. What is the formula for intensity of any wave? Not wave, for anything intensity formula is. No, in terms of energy at least. In terms of energy. Very good. Intensity formula is nothing but energy by area into time. So intensity equal to, all of you write there. Write in words only. What is the general formula? That is energy by area into time. Because the options are given in terms of epsilon naught. So that. But we have formula in terms of epsilon naught. Anybody remember any formula related to energy? Not exactly for energy, related to energy. There is one formula. What is that, Ganesh? Half epsilon naught E square. Deniki formula. Energy kadu. Energy density. So it is the formula for energy density. That means energy by volume only, na? But what is there in denominator? Area. So to get volume there, you can write energy into some length quantity. In numerator, you can multiply with some length quantity. In denominator also, if you multiply with length quantity, you will get area into length will be volume. Into time will be the same. So, in terms of energy by volume, what we write? In terms of, in case of energy by volume, which formula we write? Half epsilon naught E square. That is half epsilon naught E square. ఇంకేం మిగిలింది రాసేగా length by time is nothing but velocity only, na? This is electromagnetic wave, na? What is the velocity then? So for electromagnetic wave, what is the velocity? That is light velocity. All the electromagnetic waves have same velocity, which is equal to light velocity. So that is nothing but c. So finally here you can write half epsilon naught E square c. Okay, that is one of the option given. I hope you understand that. Okay, now second question. All of you read the second question then. Just read the question. What is given? The charge given. What is the amount of charge given? 10 power minus 6. And it is placed at origin. Okay. Somewhere, if I just draw some x and y axis. Okay. At origin, it is given. What is how much charge is given at origin? 10 power minus 6 coulomb. And two other points were also given in the question. Two different positions were given. One is A and other is B. So what is the position of A? Root 3 I cap plus root 3 J cap. Generally, it is in first quadrant only. No? So you can represent somewhere the point A is in the coordinate system. And where is the second point? It is only along y-axis, root 6 j cap. Na? But this answer does not require all of these because they are asking us to calculate potentials. And potential is a scalar quantity only. Na? In case of scalar quantity, it towards whatever the side the point is, that does not depend on it because directions are not needed. Only the distances are needed. But if they ask us to calculate electric field intensity, then these points are important. But I'm explaining how the points are presented there. Okay. So where is the second point? It is somewhere on the y-axis. And the point B, the distances were also given. And what is the general formula for electric potential due to a point charge? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Direction to sambandham ledhu but no problem. Generally, potential at A, how much it is? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q by R is the general formula. But here, what is the R value? No. Some position vector is given. Point charge is at origin. Point charge is at origin. Origin nundi point A ki enta distance amma? Undi kada 0 0 nundi root 3 I cap plus root 3 j cap distance adugutunnadu. Ante root over x square plus y square ante root over 3 plus 3 root 6. So that is root 6. Okay, only magnitude we need here. And what about the potential at point B? At what distance is it? That is also root 6 distance. Directly only single component is given. Na? So that will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by root 6. Actually, Q value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value veyali. Can enduku veyatledante both are giving same answer, you see there. So they are asking us to calculate potential difference, I think. Then what is the potential difference? Both are at same potentials only, na? Then what is the potential difference? It is simply 0 only. So answer will be 0. Next question. The numbers are not perfect there. Then can inko question unchonde. It's a simple question. Chonde displacement is given. I have not written clearly the whole sentence there. Roughly, I have taken only the important points there. What is S value given? So simply displacement is given. Velocity they are asking at some particular time. What will you do then? By taking derivative. What is the derivative for the given equation? 6t plus 4. So then you have to substitute t equal to 5 only. No? Then how much it will be? 34 will be the velocity. Then finally velocity will be equal to 6 into 5, 30 plus 4. 34 velocity, na? Unit will be meter per second. Okay, Nama, completed. Then go to the next question. See the next question. It is also simple one. A body of mass 1000 kg has velocity 6 meter per second. If extra 200 kg mass is embedded in it, new velocity of the combined mass. That's it. Very good. Simply, it follows conservation of momentum. Initially, whatever mass into velocity we have, the same product will be there after keeping some extra mass also. Then it is very much simple. How can we solve now? 1000 into 6. That is the initial momentum. And after that, what is the mass? 200 kg was added only not 1200 into that final velocity. We have to find out. That will be 6000 by 1200. That will be 5, I think. So velocity will be 5 meter per second. Such simple question is given directly based on the momentum formula. Okay. Next one. Let me just read the question. If velocity at mean position is 10, I will write here centimeter per second. Let me consider all are in centimeter per second. That's not in meters. So 10 centimeter per second for simple harmonic motion with amplitude A equal to, A means amplitude. How much it is? 4 centimeters. Now the question is, find x when the velocity is 6 meter per second. What you can understand from the first sentence given? From the first one, x equals 0, mean position means x equals 0. Then what you can understand from the 10 centimeter per second? That is the maximum velocity. It is at mean position in the sense that is maximum velocity. So it was given V maximum. So V maximum is given how much? 10 centimeter per second I will take here. And amplitude is given 4 centimeter. But what is the formula for maximum velocity? Very good. Maximum velocity is formula is nothing but A omega is 10. And of course, A is also given in centimeters. So 4 omega equal to 10. And omega will be how much then? 10 by 4, which is equal to 2.5, I think. 2.5 radian per second. Omega, na? 2.5 radian per second. But what is the question here? They're asking us to calculate x value at some different velocity. When x changes, velocity decreases only, na? At mean position, maximum velocity given. At other position of x, there will be some less velocity. What is given that less velocity? 6 centimeter per second. Now, what is the general formula for velocity in the whole simple harmonic motion? V equal to omega root over a square minus x square. Omega root over a square minus x square. What is V given? 6 on. Omega we got 2.5. Root over a square will be 16. Minus, all were taken in centimeters only, no? So direct I have taken the 16. X square, x value, we don't know. That you have to calculate. Then 2.5 it vacheste, ento vastundamma 6 by 2.5. Then 6 by 2.5 equal to root over 16 minus x square. 6 by 2.5 entamma? 6 by 2.5. ఇదమ్మా ముందు స్క్వేర్ చేసిద్దామా కొంచెం చేసిద్దాం స్క్వేర్ చేస్తే 36 by 6.25 ఈక్వల్ టు 16 మైనస్ x స్క్వేర్. ఓకే 36 by 6.25 ఎంత వస్తుందో చూడండి దగ్గర దగ్గర. లేదు అంటే 25 తో చేయండి పర్వాలేదు. 3600 వేసుకొని బై 625 వేసుకోండి పర్వాలేదు. అలా 3600 by 625 వేసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి 25 తో చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది పైన 25 144 వస్తుంది పైన, కింద 25 వస్తుంది. 144 by 25 equal to 16 minus x square. Then x square will be 16 minus 144 by 25. ఇంకా ఫాస్ట్గా సింపుల్గా చేసుకోగలిగితే చేసుకోండి. ఎల్సిఎం 25 అయితే 400 minus 144, that is 256. X square is 256 by 25. Then what will be the x value? Very good. 16 by 5, which is equal to, I think. So then x will be how much? 3.2 centimeters. Calculation కొంచెం టైం పట్టినా in simple equations only we have substituted the values. Nothing difficult. Have all of you solved that? Okay. Shall I go to the next question then? Question number 7. Find moment of inertia of massless square frame of side length 2 meters with mass of 1 kg on each vertex about axis passing through each vertex. Sorry. కొంచెం తప్పు ఉంది. అక్కడ ఏమొస్తుందంటే about axis passing through a side up. అంటే ఈ మధ్యలో ఇది ఉండదు. అబౌట్ యాక్సెస్ పాసింగ్ త్రూ ఏ సైట్. ఒక స్క్వేర్ ఫ్రేమ్ కదా తీసుకున్నాడు. ఒక స్క్వేర్ ఫ్రేమ్ తీసుకున్నాడమ్మా. యాక్సెస్ కూడా ఎలా తీసుకున్నాడట? ఒక సైడ్ అన్నాడు. ఏదో సైడ్ మనకు నచ్చిన సైడ్ తీసుకున్నాం యాక్సెస్. యాక్సెస్ ఇస్ అలాంగ్ వన్ సైడ్. అండ్ హౌ ద పార్టికల్స్ వర్ ప్లేస్డ్. How the masses were placed? Only at the vertices only, na? Only at the vertices. How much mass each one is? So each one is 1 kg. Very much simple question it is also. 4 independent individual masses only given. మనకు అంతకంటే టఫ్ గా ఉండే షేప్ ఇవ్వలేదు వాడు. 4 individual masses ఇచ్చినట్టే అంతే. ఇప్పుడు అబౌట్ దట్ యాక్సిస్ యూ హావ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద మొమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇనర్షియా. 4 ఇండివిజువల్ పార్టికల్స్ ఉంటే ఏం చేస్తాం మనం? ఒక్కొక్క పార్టికల్ ఫార్ములా ఏంటి? mr స్క్వేర్. 4 యాడ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళడం. అయితే ఫర్ 2 masses are already on the axis, then perpendicular distance of those points from the axis is 0. కాబట్టి రెండు తీసేస్తాం. మిగిలిన రెండింటికి సైడ్ లెంతే కదా పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్. సైడ్ లెంత్ ఎంత? 2 meters ఉంది కదమ్మా. అంటే ఆ రెండింటికి ఫార్ములా I ఈక్వల్ టు m1 r1 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ m2 r2 స్క్వేర్ అంటే 1 into 2 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 1 into 2 స్క్వేర్. So that will be 4 plus 4. Finally, it is A each. And of course, unit is kg meter square per moment of inertia. Is it simple? Till now, whatever the questions we were solved, all are simple only. Simply, if you know the formula and very basic points, if you know, easily you can solve all these problems. అక్కడ ఏదో స్క్వేర్ ఫ్రేమ్ ఉందని చెప్పి ఎక్కడో మనం ఆలోచించకూడదు. ఫ్రేమ్ ఇచ్చాడు కానీ మాస్లెస్ ఫ్రేమ్ అన్నాడు. అక్కడ పాయింట్స్ ఎక్కడ పెట్టాడు జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకుంటే చాలా సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్. ఓకేనమ్మా? దెన్ see the next question. It is a theoretical question. Spirometer. Generally, we have 3 instruments, basic instruments in our laboratory, but now it is not in our regular laboratory syllabus also. One is vernier calipers, other is screw gauge, and other is spirometer. This spirometer is generally used to calculate radius of curvature of lenses, convex lens or concave lens, whatever it is. To calculate the radius of curvature, we use spirometer, and also to calculate the very thickness of very small bodies also we can use that spirometer. So, but the question is, spirometer cannot measure which of the following? So definitely specific rotation of liquids. That is the different concepts completely. So that is the correct answer for this particular question. Next. Question number. Next one. See, I think some part of the question was there in the previous paper, previous sheet only. Okay. It is given that a particle is moving with initial speed 5 I cap plus 2 j cap meter per second. So initial velocity of the body is given. And a constant acceleration 2 I cap plus 3 j cap meter per second square starting from origin. First, you have to understand some basic points from this information given. The particle really started from origin. The first point we should remember is particle started from origin. And next one, since it is given 5 I cap plus 2 j cap initial velocity, that means it is moving 2-dimensionally. So before I start the chapter, motion in 2 dimensions. Of course, even in first year, even in second year, I started my explanation. I mentioned one point, important point. That is, any 2-dimensional motion can be taken as combination of 2 independent 1-dimensional motions. That means X component separately you have to deal. Y component separately you have to deal. Finally, while you are writing the answer, you have to just combine them. Okay, along x-axis and along y-axis, both are completely independent. So here also we have to deal independently. That will be very simple. Okay, see here. What is given initial velocity here? Initial velocity given how much? 5 I cap plus 2 j cap. And acceleration given 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. Any other information given? In the second term it is given. After some time, it is observed that it has moved by a distance 84 meters along x-axis. Distance also you have to mention in terms of I cap and j cap. But they have given only x component. So x value only given. But total displacement s means x I cap plus y j cap. Both components should we have. We should have there. So but x is given how much? 84. Now the question is, find the final speed. What is the general formula we use for final speed? V equal to U plus AT. But for X component separately you have to calculate. For Y component separately you have to calculate. Okay. For X components, initial velocity we have, acceleration we have, distance S also displacement we have. Okay. Then how can you calculate velocity? You can use V square minus U square equal to 2AS, but there is a small problem. That for Y component to calculate velocity, yes, we don't have. So that first you better to calculate time value, because time is same for both along x-axis or y-axis. Time is same only, na? So మనం ఏ ఈక్వేషన్ యూజ్ చేద్దాం అంటే along x-axis ఏ ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేద్దామమ్మా? S equal to ut plus half at square. Along x-axis, what is S value given? 84. 84 equal to U value. Along x-axis, what is U? Only 5. Of course, T value we don't know. Plus half into acceleration value. Along x-axis 2 into T square. Appudu ee 2 cancel అయిపోతాయమ్మా. 84 equal to 5T plus T square. That is T square plus 5T minus 84 equal 0. You can easily calculate the roots there. I think T plus 12 into T minus 7 equal to 0. 12 7 is 84. 12 minus 7 is 5. So T plus 12 into T minus 7. Then only positive T value you have to consider. So what is the value then? T equal to 7 seconds. Then what is the final velocity along x-axis? U plus AT. What is U? Along x-axis only 5 plus acceleration 2 and time is 7. How much it will be? 19. So X component of velocity is finally 19 I cap. But the question is not only the X component. Options also, you can see on the board that options are given in terms of both I component and J component. So how can you calculate final velocity of J component now? That is also V equal to U plus AT. But what is the U value along y-axis? Very good. 2 plus acceleration along y-axis 3. Time is same in both of them. So 7. So that will be 23 J cap. But finally, the final velocity equation is 19 I cap plus 23 J cap. So which option is correct in the given options there? I think first one is correct only. I hope you understand that. Okay. See the next question then. Have you read the question? A beaker is filled with 2 liquids each of height 6 centimeters. So I will draw here the simple diagram. It was filled with 2 liquids, but each having some thickness or height of 6 centimeters. ఓకే, డ్రా చేసుకున్నారు డయాగ్రామ్. ఇప్పుడు the question is, of course, for both of them, refractive index values are also given. The refractive index of one liquid is 8/3, and the refractive index of other liquid is 5/3. Then they're asking us to calculate apparent depth only. How can you calculate the apparent depth? It is nothing but real depth by mu. When observer is at rarer medium, what is the general formula? Real depth, whatever it is, d by mu. But two liquids are given, na? So what is that? d1 by mu1 plus d2 by mu2. For both of them, d value is 6 only. By what is the value of mu? 6 by 8/3 plus 6 by 5/3, which is equal to which is equal to 18 by 8 plus 18 by 5. You can just solve it. What is your answer? Okay, Nama, you will get the answer there. Next. See here. One more simple question. Resistance R having length L is cut into 5 parts. These 5 parts. What is the length of wire taken? L only. What is the resistance taken? R only. So it was cut into 5 parts. So what will happen when length decreases? Resistance also will decrease only. Na? For each part, how much does it become? R by 5. Length will become L by 5 and resistance will become R by 5. But how were they connected? All the 5 were connected parallel. Then what is the answer then? The resultant resistance? R by 5 by 5. Otherwise, you can use the general formula 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 so on. So then you will get the final resistance will be R by 25. Very much simple question, this one also. Simply based on small formula it was given. And see the next question. All of you just read the question, I will explain. A rectangular loop of length 2.5 meter and breadth 2 meter is present in a magnetic field of 5 Tesla. What is the information given? Just we can write. What is length of loop given? 2.4 meter. And of course, breadth is given 2 meters. And magnetic field or magnetic induction, that is given 5 Tesla. And it is given that magnetic field is making an angle 60 degrees with the plane of the loop. Plane of the rectangular loop ki magnetic field ki. For example, 1 minute. For example, if it is the rectangular loop, you can use. Okay. At what angle the magnetic field is? 60 degrees. What is the general formula for EMF? Very good. Minus d phi by dt. What is the formula for flux? PA cos theta. What is theta? It is the angle between magnetic field and area. Magnetic field and area. So, I will just draw here. For example, if one rectangular loop is taken like this, area direction, if it is the rectangular loop, what is the area direction? What is the direction of area? Perpendicular to the plane only, na? Area direction will be always perpendicular to the plane. And magnetic field is at angle 60 degrees with the loop, plane of the loop, not to the area. Okay, with plane it is making 60 degrees. Then with area, how much angle does it make? 30 degrees only, na? Then what is the flux formula? Phi equal to BA cos 30 degrees. What is B value given? 5. Area is nothing but length into breadth only, na? 2.5 into 2, that is also 5. And cos 30 will be, and of course it is root 3 by 2. This is flux value. But you have to find out EMF only, na? What is the formula? Minus d phi by dt. So, it is completely pulled out of the field. పూర్తిగా బయటకు వచ్చింది. పూర్తిగా బయటకు వచ్చేస్తే మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉండదు కదా మరి. అంటే ఫైనల్ ఫ్లక్స్ ఎంత? 0. అందులో ఉన్నంతసేపు ఫ్లక్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఫైనల్గా ఎంత? 0. అప్పుడు చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఫ్లక్స్ కావాలంటే ఇనీషియల్ ఫైనల్ కి డిఫరెన్సే కదా. ఇనీషియల్ అవుతుంది కదా, ఫైనల్ 0 అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి ఏమవుతుంది అప్పుడు? 5 into 5 ఎంతమా? 25. 25 root 3 అంటే నియర్లీ 1.73 by 2. అంటే 12.5 into 1.7 by time ఎంత ఇచ్చడం? In 10 seconds it is given. Time is 10 seconds. So that will be 1.25 into 1.73. You can check the nearest answer. Nearly 1.3 into 1.7 అని తీసుకున్నా దగ్గర వస్తుంది. 2.16 will be the nearest answer here. Even you solve exactly, will get the same answer. Answer will be 2.16. There is only possibility for any student to do a mistake. That angle will be 60 degrees. Angle 60 వేస్తాం అనుకోండి, తప్పు అయిపోతుంది. అలాంటి ఆన్సర్ వాడు ఇచ్చాడో లేదో మనకు తెలియదు. అలాంటి ఆన్సర్ పొరపాటున వాడు ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, మనం అదే కరెక్ట్ అనుకుంటాం, కరెక్ట్గా చేసాం అనుకుంటాం. బట్ చూసుకోండి, ఫ్లక్స్ లో యాంగిల్ కాస్ థీటాలో వచ్చే యాంగిల్ దేని రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తుంది? డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ అండ్ డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఏరియాకి మధ్యలో ఉన్న యాంగిల్, ప్లేన్ ఆఫ్ ద లూప్ కాదు. ఏరియా డైరెక్షన్ is always perpendicular to plane of the loop. So based on that you have to solve that problem. Okay, now next question. ఇది ఒక చిన్న డయాగ్రామ్ బేస్ ఉంది, సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్ అమ్మ. ఇది కూడా మీటర్ బ్రిడ్జ్ మీద ఇచ్చాడు. మీటర్ బ్రిడ్జ్ కండిషన్ తెలుసు కదమ్మా. సో పైన 2 రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఇచ్చాడు, ఒకటి అన్నోన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్, అదర్ ఈజ్ నోన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. And what will you write then? To balance the bridge, what is the formula? S by 60. అక్కడ ఇచ్చిన సింబల్స్ ప్రకారం S by 60. అలాగే లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఉండే బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ లెంత్ ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు? 60. అప్పుడు రైట్ సైడ్ ఏమవుతుంది? 100 minus 60 only, that is nothing but 40. Then S value will be how much? 3600 by 40. I think 90 is the answer. I think 90 ohm is the S value. The left side resistance value will be 90 ohm. To balance the bridge, what is the condition? According to Wheatstone bridge condition only. R by S equal to L by 100 minus N. Okay. And next question. Question number 40. See that a prism has refractive index cot A by 2, where A is the refractive index of the prism. I think some mistake is there in typing the question. The minimum deviation in the thin prism, I think, in the prism it is. It is the minimum deviation in the prism only. Okay. What is the general formula for involving minimum deviation? Mu equal to sine of A plus minimum deviation by 2 by, what is that? Sine A by 2. And what is given for mu? Cot A by 2. Cot A by 2 can be taken as cos by sine only. Na? So in numerator you will get cos A by 2. In denominator you will get sine A by 2. And of course denominator both are same only. Na? You can cancel them. In numerator sine and cos functions became same. That means each function should represent 45 degrees only. So, but you have to calculate minimum deviation. Na? So A plus dm whole by 2 is nothing but 45 degrees. Then A plus dm will be 90 degrees. Then minimum deviation value dm is nothing but 90 minus V. Options I have not printed here. Just you see there, option answer will be 90 minus A is the correct answer. Okay, Nama? Okay, shall I go to the next question then? I think similar question, same question only. Okay. Again, it was repeated. And one more question is there. It was not more clear. See, some 4 diagrams were given. In which of the following circuits diode is reverse biased? Reverse biased ante positive దగ్గర తక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉండాలి, నెగటివ్ దగ్గర ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ, అలా ఉంటే రివర్స్ బయాస్. See the first option. వాల్యూస్ అన్ని చోట్ల క్లియర్ గా పడలేదు, ఉన్నంత వరకు ట్రై. ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ లో చూడండి, పాజిటివ్ సైడ్ లో పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంది కదా, 2 వోల్ట్ ఉంది. నెగటివ్ సైడ్ 4 వోల్ట్ ఉంది అంటే ఏంటది రివర్స్ బయాసే కదా. పాజిటివ్ సైడ్ ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉండాలి జనరల్గా. Generally at positive side there should be more voltage. At negative side there should be less voltage. Current always passes from positive to negative of the diode. Diode never allows the current in opposite direction. It allows the current only in one direction, that is P to N. It never allows the current from N to P. P to N current వెళ్ళాలంటే P దగ్గర ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉండాలి కదా. సో P దగ్గర ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉండాలి, అక్కడ N వైపు తక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉండాలి. కానీ ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్లోనే ఏముంది ఇక్కడ P దగ్గర తక్కువ ఉంది, N దగ్గర ఎక్కువ. సో కరెంట్ డస్ నాట్ పాస్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ is the correct one. రిమైనింగ్ చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి, బట్ వీ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ద కరెక్ట్ వాల్యూస్ దేర్. మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి ఫుల్ పేపర్తో మళ్ళీ మనం డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. ఇది అప్పటికప్పుడు ఎగ్జామ్ నుంచి తీసుకున్న ఎగ్జామ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ తీసుకున్న క్వశ్చన్స్ కదా, అందుకే తక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. ఇన్కంప్లీట్గా కూడా కొన్ని ఉన్నాయి. ఇంకేమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అందులో? ఒకటే కదా, సరిపోయిందా? వన్ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్. Please read the question. A proton having velocity v0 passes through a region having electric field E and magnetic field B. So in the region wherever proton is moving, what type of fields are existed there? Both electric field and magnetic field. If the velocity of proton does not change, what should happen when other external fields are there? The proton speed should change only, no? For example, I will explain here the general concept also. If electric field, if this is the direction of electric field somewhere, that means if electric field is moving, some electric field direction is like this. If proton is moving in the same direction, what will happen to the proton? If electric field is applied in the same direction of proton's motion, that is positively charged body's motion, what will happen to proton? Force will act on that only, na? Force act అయితే ఏమవుతుంది? యాక్సలరేషన్ ఉంటుంది. యాక్సలరేషన్ ఎంత అవుతుంది అప్పుడు? EQ by M. యాక్సలరేషన్ ఉంటే ఏమవుతుంది? దాని స్పీడ్ పెరిగిపోతుంది. పోనీ if electric field is opposite to proton's motion, ఏమవుద్ది అప్పుడు? వెలాసిటీ డిక్రీజ్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, సో వెలాసిటీ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఆపోజిట్ గా డిక్రీజ్. అంటే ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఎలా పెట్టిన బాడీని ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంది అంటే ఏమవుతుంది అక్కడ? వెలాసిటీ ఖచ్చితంగా మారిపోతుంది. కానీ వాడేమన్నాడు క్వశ్చన్ లో? వెలాసిటీ షుడ్ నాట్ చేంజ్. అండ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ గురించి కూడా చూద్దాం. మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ ఎక్కడైనా పెట్టాం అనుకోండి, QVB sin theta అంటే థీటా 90 degrees అయింది అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుంది? మాక్సిమం ఫోర్స్ విల్ యాక్ట్. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? పార్టికల్ అప్పుడు వెళ్ళే ప్రోటాన్ ఏమవుతుంది? అప్పుడు ఫోర్స్ పనిచేస్తే ప్రోటాన్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ గా మూవ్ సర్క్యులర్ పాత్ లోకి వస్తుంది. ఆ ఫోర్స్ ఏ ఫోర్స్ అది? ఇట్ విల్ బి ఓన్లీ సెంట్రిపెటల్ ఫోర్స్. అది పార్టికల్ ని పాత్ మారుస్తుంది తప్ప పార్టికల్ స్పీడ్ ని ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేయదు. అర్థమవుతుందా? పార్టికల్ స్పీడ్ ని ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేసేదేంటి? ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్. మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ అనేది పార్టికల్ స్పీడ్ని ఎప్పుడు ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేయదు, పార్టికల్ తాలూకా డైరెక్షన్ మాత్రం మార్చేస్తుంది. ఆ సర్క్యులర్ పాత్ అని, హెలికల్ పాత్ అని రకరకాల కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పాము మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్. మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చూసుకోండి తర్వాత. సో ఆప్షన్స్ ఏవో 4, ఈ లేదు బి లేదు, రెండు లేకపోతే పార్టికల్ ఏమవుతుంది, ఇట్ విల్ మూవ్ విత్ సేమ్ స్పీడ్ ఓన్లీనా, నథింగ్ కెన్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ ఆన్ దట్, సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ మెయింటైన్ ద సేమ్ స్పీడ్. సో ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ ద పాసిబుల్ ఆన్సర్. Even in first case, the particle can move with constant speed. Second case amma, E zero అయిపోయింది, B zero అయినా అవ్వకపోయినా స్పీడ్ మారదు, పాత్ డైరెక్షన్ మారుతుంది, వెలాసిటీ మారుతుంది, కానీ స్పీడ్ మాత్రం మారదు. వాడు వెలాసిటీ అన్నాడా స్పీడ్ అన్నాడు ఇక్కడ? వెలాసిటీ అంటే డైరెక్షన్ మారిపోతే మారిపోతుందమ్మా. వెలాసిటీ అన్నాడు కదా, అంటే డైరెక్షన్ మారిపోయినా వెలాసిటీ మారిపోయినట్టే కదా. కాబట్టి ఏంటంటే ఓన్లీ ఏ విల్ బి ద కరెక్ట్. సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్. ఒకవేళ స్పీడ్ అనే వర్డ్ అక్కడ ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ వన్ కరెక్టే, సెకండ్ ఏబీలు రెండు కరెక్ట్ అవుతాయి. స్పీడ్ అని ఇస్తే, వెలాసిటీ అని ఇచ్చాడు కాబట్టి ఓన్లీ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ కరెక్ట్. ఎందుకు సార్ అంటే స్పీడ్ సేమ్ మెయింటైన్ చేసిన డైరెక్షన్ మారిపోతే వెలాసిటీ మారిపోయింది. ఐ హావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్. That is also simple theory question. Next question kuda similar then. That's it. That's it. Some 16 to 17 questions were gathered. All those questions were explained. And when tomorrow when complete paper was given, then I will explain the remaining questions also. Okay, Rama?